All right, let's get it going. Back to you, Michael.
I'm here with Marty O'Shea. Just finished his first leg of his first journey of awesomeness. How do you feel?
I feel good. You gotta understand this really starts in the depths of winter when there's no cameras, there's no lights, there's no crowds around, and you're grinding away and prepping for today. And so when you're able to put in that work, it really pays off on a day like this.
You were in the last 5, right? How do you feel about that?
I feel
Can
good.
you explain that?
We got a long ride ahead of us. You get some rabbits who might not understand how to pace, but I've been here before. I know what I'm doing. I understand what's involved in this, and I expect to be at the lead of the pack at the end of this.
And how many bike races have you done in your life?
It's not about how many. It's really about, the preparation. I go back to what the work I put in over the winter. Again, when everybody else is sleeping in, I'm out there grinding. So I'm ready to go.
See you at the next stop.
Yeah, get Marty interview off the best. Get an interview right now. Attaboy, Martin!
All right, we're here with Marty O'Shea, straight off the truck here. We have video footage, so don't try to deny it. Take me through that, just what happened.
Well, I got another camera crew that's waiting for me over there, so I only got a minute. But,
okay.
My riding partner and I decided we wanted to cover a little more ground. We weren't ready for the break yet, so we cruised about 2 miles up the road. And
then why the pickup, May?
It's you don't want to draw attention to yourself, and kind of look like we're trying to outdo our guys I'm riding with.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, other than that, how was the second leg?
It's a mental game from here on out, and I think that's probably the stronger part of my game. Really, is it's what happens between the ears as much as anything. So I'm geared up for that.
Well, you're one of the last ones here, so I'll let you go and get going.
I appreciate
that.
Good job, Marty. I got another crew.
Thank you. Everyone's leaving, Marty.
Looking good, Marty. Video.
We're here with Marty O'Shea, just finished leg 3, about to go on leg 4 of day 1. I'm just wondering, do you think you'll make it?
I got this. This is a nice, breezy little tune-up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day. Expecting to be wearing the yellow jersey as a lead rider. So this is just, I'm looking at this as a way to get the legs loose and get ready for the big day tomorrow.
Yeah, I also noticed as we passed you, you were alone riding. I just want you to take me through the mentality and what you're thinking.
Yeah, it's kind of a lone wolf kind of mentality, kind of a killer mentality, not really willing to leave everybody behind, and not feeling like I need any support from all the riders.
Yeah.
No drifting here.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
you got
Good luck.
it. All right, thanks so much.
Got everyone leaving here. Marty O'Shea strapping in.
Giving him a head start.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm here with Marty O'Shea, just about last place finisher on the day. I'm just wondering how overall you think the day went.
Again, just pacing myself for the big day tomorrow. It's a training ride, really. And so I just wanted to put myself in a position to get that yellow jersey tomorrow.
And how are you going to prepare tonight in order to succeed tomorrow?
Before I talk about that, I really want to give a shout out to my sponsors. Corvette and Budweiser, my whole team who prepared me for this ride, got my bikes ready, and got me in tip-top shape for this ride. So shout out to the whole crew.
And to the question.
What was the question again?
How are you going to prepare tonight in order to succeed tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of carbo loading. Typically IPAs are heavy on the carbs. So
Not
you're gonna
Budweiser.
Take in as many IPAs as possible to kind of make sure you're getting the good carbs for the ride tomorrow. Yeah.
And lastly, I know your wife, Aunt Lisa. How supportive has she been of you?
These things don't happen unless you have good people behind you.
Right.
When you make this commitment to a ride like this, it's the whole family that you got to have behind you. My son Michael, a shout out to him for coming down and telling me he's the MVP on the crew. So I understand he's working hard.
That's not released yet.
Oh, okay. All right. But I'm real proud of Michael and the whole family's been behind me on this effort. So.
All right, thank you. Last place finisher, Marty
got
O'Shea. Hello, we're here with Marty O'Shea on day 2 here, 5 a.m. wake up. I'm just wondering, how did you prepare last night and how do you think it's going to affect you today?
Getting some crowd noise. Can you come again?
Oh, how did you prepare last night and how do you think it's going to affect you today?
A lot of carbo loading last night. Good meal with some good friends and hydrated. It's all about hydration. I think a lot of riders will underestimate that, but it's important to get a lot of fluids in, even if you think you don't need them.
Okay. And I also have another question. It's Father's Day today.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering how that affects you, being on the road all the time with these races and having
Yeah,
your
right?
family.
Yeah, absolutely. It's part of the game, though, right? It's one of the sacrifices you make to be an elite rider.
Yeah.
Probably would have been made easier had my son kind of picked up a gift or a card or something like that. So maybe he'll make up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, I
Good
appreciate
luck.
that. All right.
And here we go, yeah!
Here we go, Marty.
Alright, we're here with Marty O'Shea, who just finished leg 1 on day 2. I just saw you sitting down over there right now. You're gripping me and shaking a little. I'm just wondering, how's your physical
No,
condition?
I feel good. I just wanted to sit down and kind of enjoy some companionship with my fellow riders over there and encourage them. Because I think to hear it from a guy like me, from one of the leaders, one of the elite riders, I think it helps the crew.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Also, I noted that yesterday you were talking about how yesterday was a warm-up, whatever.
Yeah.
Yet I still noted you were coming in bottom 5 today. I'm just wondering, do you think you can win a leg?
We got a little ways to go. Yeah, I think I got it in me. Again, at this stage, it's the mental game.
Yeah.
And I know I have the edge at that point. So look for me in leg 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
no
Thank
doubt.
you.
You got
Thank
it.
you. You got it, Marty?
I wasn't bottom 4.
You good, man?
Man, what is this, huh? No privacy here? No?
Last out of the gates, Marty O'Shea. Can I get a statement? How do you feel about it? We're here with Marty O'Shea, who just finished leg 2 on day 2. You finished a little later, and by a little I mean a lot later than everyone else. And you told us that you stopped by a church because you thought you overshot it. Just take us through that.
Yeah, it's the breaks of the game. This is really turning out a little differently than anticipated, but I'm gonna have to kind of tuck this away and use it as some motivation next year. It's gonna be a long off season, but I'm gonna remember this day and coming back next year, knowing the course, knowing what's expected. I think it'll be a strong finish for me next year. No doubt.
Like I said, you were again in the last 5, and there is only 1 leg left, and you promised a first place. So do you think you could rally?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Again, this isn't really turning out the way I anticipated. You put a lot of time in, and the team was behind me, but just didn't break out the way I wanted it to. So.
Yeah, I also just heard from the press that your sponsors dropped you.
No. I'm thinking that the Corvette, maybe the speed factor didn't really match their corporate image, so I think I might have to go with like Fiat or something like that instead of Corvette.
So they didn't drop you, just.
Corvette did, yeah. It's a true story. I'll confirm that right now. But
all right. Sorry
thanks for your support on that.
Yeah, I know it's really
Where's the finish line?
Marty, you're not first, man.
Where's the finish line?
You're very late to the party. How do you feel? Come on. I'm here with Marty O'Shea, JOA finisher now. Came in the middle of the pack. I mean, how important is it to you that you went from last leg, losing to somebody who got a flat tire on the ride, and then coming into the middle of the pack?
Finish strong, it'll position me well mentally for next year. Knowing that I got a little more in the tank than maybe I thought I had. And, so I'm going to apply that next year. I expect to be back in the top of the crew next year, no doubt.
And any message to your fans out there?
Well, there's certainly a lot of them,
Marty, we love you!
Hey, shout out. There's, my fans, they keep me going, and they're the reason I'm in this. Cause,
I know a lot of them were disappointed for your...
I don't think so.
Never.
I think they stick with me through my successes, through the victories, through the few times where I've struggled, like today and yesterday. It doesn't happen often, but I know they're not going to be disappointed. I know they'll stick with me.
So would you call these past 2 days off days? Or?
It's a shout out to the other riders. Credit to them. They brought their A games. And they deserve a lot of credit. So it's not so much that I didn't do as well as I thought I did, but they stepped up. So all the credit to them.
All right, thank you.
You got it.
Thank
all right,
you.
gotta run. All right, let's have it.
Marty.
But from
Marty.
Washington
Marty,
Post.
right here.
All right. Yeah, how did the JOA live up to the hype this year? I know a lot of training went into it. Was it what you expected, and do you think you performed your best?
It was everything and more. Can't thank the sponsors, the support crew, Kevin O'Shea, the organizer, the grandfather of this event. Certainly went way beyond my expectations. I'd certainly heard about it, read about it, and normally I cycle up in the Northeast.
Yeah.
So I was happy to take my game down here to Virginia.
What do you think about your performance? Some said it could have been better.
Next
One question.
Take one question.
Marty,
at a time.
Marty,
From the
thank you.
Boston Globe, Michael O'Shea.
It was noted that you were both in the bottom 5 for riders, along with the bottom 5 net worth of everyone there. How do you plan on climbing the ranks in both of these categories
So
during
that's
the
a
offseason?
solid question. I think you may not be factoring in the sponsorship deals that I kind of secured this weekend. Coca-Cola, Harris Tweeter, Purified Water, and pomegranate lemonade from Deer Park. So
Well,
I think
you did lose Corvette.
Yeah, well, Corvette and I had a little parting of the ways, and that's we're going to keep that in the clubhouse between me and the folks at Corvette. Yeah, they dropped me as a sponsor.
Marty.
O'Shea
Thank you.
from the Charlottesville Western
So,
Albemarle
there's
Inquirer.
been some public allegations of cheating when you stopped early at the church where you were giving Gatorade water and some performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah,
Were you trying to gain an unfair
there's
advantage?
a lot of haters out there. If you want to believe the social media hype, you feel free to, but I know the truth. I can put my head on the pillow at night and rest assured that I raced a clean ride. That's all it is. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. What else? Aaron.
How long till you're back out grinding again?
Wow, that's a great question. I'm just gonna enjoy the night. It's kind of hard. I wish I could just enjoy tonight, enjoy the fact that the ride is over before I start thinking about next steps. So we'll have a few beers with the fellas tonight, enjoy a barbecue, and tomorrow morning I'll sit down with my team and come up with a riding schedule to be prepared for next year.
Marty.
Mr. Ducey from the.
West Virginia Post Gazette.
Yeah, I thought that paper closed up a while ago.
Sure, it's,
No.
it's back in,
Okay,
in
all right.
print. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Did you do the ribeye last night, Marty?
I contemplated the crab cakes, but I was kind of feeling the pressure, and I went with the ribeye.
Second question, if
Yeah.
I can. Do you prefer Strider or Party Marty?
Marty Party works.
Marty
Going back to your question on the ribeye, I would have preferred the New York strip. I do understand that corporate made the decision to go with the ribeye. I'm going to probably sit down with my reps and see if we can get back to the New York strip next year. Yeah, next question in the back. in the
Rumors
journey of
have been
awesome.
swirling that this may be your last JOA. Do you intend on coming back next year?
Yeah, there's been some one and done rumors out there. Again, a lot of haters, a lot of riders that don't want to see me come back. I think they understand that I'm challenging next year for the yellow jersey, but I intend to be back and stronger and more ready to go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? All right, folks. Have a good night. We'll see you next year at the JOA, all right? All right.
Great job.